And then Black Friday, man, it's like your 80s kind of fun Parasite creature feature.
Yeah.
So this is cool, man. I'm glad to see this.
Thank you.
Let me start with this. So as an actor, something like this, Ken, it's more comedic. Of course, there's some sass and there's obviously a dramatic underlining. As an actor, though, do you need to prepare differently for a role like Ken as opposed to Wheeler from Chucky?
Yeah, definitely. The Wheeler brothers and Chucky are. It takes a few minutes before getting into they're highly toxic guys. They're not good people. You need to really kind of step back before you start shooting a scene and get into that kind of mind and get into that dark space. And it's a whole different process. Whereas Ken from Black Friday, we want to bring fun to the screen. So everything stays light and you want to keep joking. You want to have a good time. And we're joking before we start shooting it. And as we're going along and try to keep it as light as possible. It's really two different kind of prep work. Especially right before you start shooting.
So I've worked retail. I did 10 plus years, more than Ken. And I found there's a lot of great, though embellished, but a lot of great details in this. I've known my fair share of Anitas in my life. But every character has their own sort of idiosyncrasies. And I'm always curious how much of that comes from the script and how much of that comes from the actors, like something you bring to the table.
A lot of it came from the script. They did a great job with bringing a lot of research went into that. But also my sister worked retail for a long time. And every time my sister talked about her job, it was not good. There was always a lot of complaining about either customers or the people she was working with or something. There was always something. She's not in that same job, but for years she would dress the mannequins for storefront windows and she had a lot of stories, and that a lot of where Ken came from some of the stories my sister told me. He's also like the grown-up Anton Tobias from Idle Hands, where he found a job that required the most little. He's not the regular retail worker. He's a 40-year-old man working in retail because he's the cool guy who's able to get all the youngins to do the work for him. So yeah, that's where that all came from.
Yeah, you have a part. I think one of the best parts is when you're at the very beginning, you're training a new guy and you're basically telling him like, don't help the customer, send him over there. And I wish in all my life I could have done that. It's one of those.
He wants to do as little as possible. It probably should have been. He's out smoking weed at break. He's having a couple of drinks. He's just here to get a paycheck. He's the opposite of Anita, where Anita wants to climb the corporate ladder.
Yeah. So I'm always curious. So a film like this, you got heavyweights. Michael Jai White, Bruce Campbell. This is like a cool ragtag group of people in here. How do you get involved in a movie like this? I also noticed you're an executive producer as well. So, you clearly have a hand in this. How did this all start?
The executive producer thing is a little, I really didn't have, I wish I had more. I wish I could say I had a part of bringing this fantastic cast together. There was two casting directors. There was a casting director in the beginning when I was involved, and then that casting director went away for whatever reason. And they brought this other great casting director on who brought on Bruce Campbell's, and I think between the two, they just found a really great group of people. You're absolutely right. It's like heavyweights it's a great cast. It's a great cast.
I thought that I caught a few Easter eggs and kind of nods to their horror films. Obviously, there's Curse of Chucky playing on the TV in the break room. I thought that I saw a Krampus gingerbread cookie standee as well. Can you tell me, is there any more hidden in this? Is there any more little things?
Did you get both the references of that Chucky clip?
I just got
it was Chucky. Summer
Howell
sitting with Chucky is from Hunter x Hunter. She's my daughter in Hunter x Hunter, and that's Chucky. So those two, that's like a double Easter egg that Casey Tebow came up with that idea of Chucky. And then I helped. I talked to Don Mancini, who was gracious enough to give us that clip. And yeah, that's Summer Howell from Hunter x Hunter and Chucky from the new Chucky show. So it's a double Easter egg. But yeah, there was there's a lot of Easter eggs, and I think you could find a Spawn. I think if you look closely, they hit a Spawn character in and around the store in different scenes. You might want to go back and look for those. Casey Tebow is all about adding little things. Dower Dennis. I don't know if anybody knows the story. The teddy bear Dower Dennis is. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk, but I'm saying anyways. That's Seth Green doing Dower Dennis. He does the voice of the Dower Dennis teddy bear.
Okay. So the press one that was pulled off. I love that. Yeah. There's a scene I don't want to ruin at the very end where like it just says all this really dark, depressing stuff. And I thought it was such a comedic moment because they pulled off the beginning and then it kind of leads to something more later on. Yeah,
that's Seth that was kind enough to lend his voice for Dower Dennis. So yeah, there's all sorts of things in the movie. I think that it would be really great for Casey Tebow to do a director's commentary and talk about some of the different things. There's more. I'm just not remembering them. I remember there always being something that they like when they were hiding the little Spawn guy there might be a Goosebumps for Ryan Lee, and there might be a Pan's Labyrinth thing for Ivan. There's different things hidden around the movie.
What was really cool is I really enjoyed that the third act goes in a direction I did not see coming, and clearly the movie builds up to something different. There's more to this universe. Like, what is the probability that we're going to see more of Ken and more of these sort of like parasite creatures in the future? Can there be a sequel? Has there been talks while making this?
Yeah, it definitely leaves the door open. I think it would be interesting to because now that this creature's in this world, it'd be interesting to go to a different to a different kind of atmosphere, maybe different characters, new characters, on a different holiday, and just kind of continue, this world coming to an end in a different, what's the next holiday after Black Friday? Is it Christmas? Is that the next?
Christmas. Yeah.
Do they do a Christmas Christmas movie next? I don't know. The door's open. The door's open. They definitely. There's definitely no ending to this. There's an ending, but there's definitely without ruining. There's more. There's more.
Well, before I let you go, let me just ask one thing, if you could. I'm really, really enjoying how unique Chucky is.
Yeah.
And I think tonally and everything else. And obviously this is an amazing movie. Can you just tell me real quick the likelihood of this continuing after this first season?
If there's more Chucky?
Yeah.
If I was in Vegas, I would bet my whole house that there's going to be a Chucky season 2. I don't want to lose the house, but the reviews, we killed it with the numbers. It's still, people don't take into account the streaming and it's just a good show. And I think that Dawn's idea, I've heard a little bit of Dawn's idea for the second season, and I can't see why there wouldn't be. Yeah.
But Black Friday, I really liked, man. I really dug. I found you to be, you played almost the Ash in a way. And I love that Bruce Campbell kind of played the old cowardly guy, guy. You did it well. I thought that was a really cool kind of switch up to put that in.
It was fun.
Yeah. So that comes out this Friday. I'm excited for people to see it. I always appreciate you stopping by, man. It's always really cool. And I hope this builds into something more.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Well, let's do this again. Let's do Chucky season 2.
Right here, motherfucker.